But yeah, he's close to the end of a tournament and trying to take the whole thing, trying to secure the bag for a good cause.
Yeah, winning the bread, so to speak. I mean, Couriway obviously fan favorite in the community, but Dylqn, somebody who as like an outsider in the Minecraft community, I wasn't super aware of, but has a pretty large following as well. Really skilled gamer, has an awesome time as, you know, descripted under their names. You can see that in the fancy schmancy layouts, but I think both these players have a really good chance. I mean, all the players left in the tournament have a really good shot at just taking everything at this point.
Yeah, I guess it's a interesting village to start off with. It really looks like just sort of an older, much more classic village seed. Killing the golem, getting a blacksmith. Kind of feels like what speedrunning was probably like 6 months ago, 8 months ago, around there. When like a 14-minute time was the best thing ever. So it feels a little bit nostalgic. We're not seeing any like insane entries right now. We're not gonna see anything super fast. It's just gonna be, get in and just make the overworld or make the nether happen. Okay, so it looks like Dylqn did a little bit of looking in the overworld for this lava pool and is gonna find it. Couriway is opting for a little bit of a dig down, it looks like, in the ocean. So we'll see which one. Obviously, it's clear which one's gonna work out right now. Looks like Dylqn's gonna have a chance at a much faster start. So
Yeah,
hopefully the subtitles for Couriway are gonna be in his favor.
yeah. I mean, Dylqn
That's
finding that lava pool obviously a huge boon for him in the early game. Couriway, I mean, you never like to see someone in a tournament having to dig down, but I mean, I like that Couriway, you know, not taking, you know, minutes to make this decision, just not finding the lava pool right away and just decides to just dig down straight away. I think it's a good call. It's definitely not a bad decision. You're not gonna, you know, get completely screwed most of the time. There's a lot of lava down here, but having a little bit of a hard time finding it so far, not getting that lava pops, as Dylqn's already inside a bastion here, and it is a treasure one.
Yeah. Treasure? Kind of nice. Oh no, it took the gold block. That's a little unfortunate. Oh wow. Okay. Well, I was gonna say this is pretty nice, but it looks like the normal pathing for this bastion is just completely blocked off. So gotta say thanks to the fortress for doing that right there. But yeah, it looks like we're just gonna see some normal treasure routing from Dylqn, which makes sense. Nothing too dank. No lava involved. No odd manhunt-esque routes. And we're gonna see Couriway finally getting an entry over here. Let's hope that his entry portal isn't too scuffed. We'll see. We'll see how far away he is from just everything. It shouldn't be too far, but there's a chance that he might have to do a little bit of looking. Oh, so no, he's not. Not gonna have to do any looking.
Yeah, and luckily, you know, just getting right into that bastion. Sometimes you'll find like a little corner of a bastion like that, and you'll have to dig quite a ways to even find like an air pocket inside. But we're straight at the bottom here in treasure. Why are we gonna just do bottom treasure?
Oh my gosh. I haven't seen bottom treasure at all in a tournament. I'm really hoping this happens. He's got to get rid of that spawner. It shouldn't take too long. And then there's just sort of like an unlimited amount of gold. The gold is his oyster. He can get as much as he wants. We'll see if he has any routing. It doesn't look like he really has much routing in bottom treasure. Although this does seem to be a bit of a odd layout for treasure. If only
Yeah,
J-Rox was here, could give us the dank information about this specific version of lower treasure. But we're just gonna be which could be the amateurs talking about the bottom treasure. Obviously, it's pretty nice that we're seeing bottom treasure, but it kind of feels like it's a bit of a meme strat for Curry right now, just because of how late the entry was. He's got to be thinking that Dylan's already
Oh
found the right
no!
entry, and he's gonna take a death. That's really rough. Only made worse by the fact that he had to dig down
Oh
and
yeah.
crawl around for probably like 4 minutes.
I didn't
So
even think
that's
about that
not
part,
what you
but
want to see.
yeah, the portal is not in a good spot for Couriway right now, and I was just gonna say how good the trades were looking for Curry. I mean, Curry already had 8 pearls and he got that fire res potion, so didn't really have to worry about the lava. But opting to go upstairs, running into a group of piglins and getting smacked in the face—that's just a really bad start. As we already got Dylqn
Yeah.
here farming some blaze rods, doing a blaze bed here.
Let me see. An interesting spot for a top bed. Those blazes are going to be basically everywhere, so it'll work. It might be a little bit hard to manage, but with the fire res, it's not that big of a deal. And it looks like Couriway's going to reset. I'm thinking Couriway might just bank on the next two matches. Obviously, everyone loves a good tiebreaker, so I'm not going to be against a tiebreaker. Hopefully, Curry is a little bit uh, uh, less unfortunate in the run next time around.
Yeah, I mean,
And
you definitely
ooh,
can't
but
count out
yeah,
Couriway.
Dylan was getting in a bit of a risky situation there, using a fishing rod. It's a bit of a dank play, honestly.
I
I
love the
guess
fishing
it's one
rod.
way to manage the blaze spread, but it's still. I feel like it's. Hello? Hi. Oh,
Those got one blaze rod is not happy with those raids.
the
I'm not
blaze rods.
I'm not
Yeah.
particularly sure exactly how the blaze rods are managed in the data packs. I know they are consistent for both runners. One thing that can be confusing for the runners is that some seeds rely on a boosted data pack, which is boosted, I believe, only for the piglin drops, not for the blaze rod drops. So that might confuse some players into thinking that, you know, they should have a lot more rods faster, but Dylqn getting these rods pretty quickly after the complaint. So the call to the heavens, perhaps, the RNG gods have bestowed Dylqn with 7 rods. Love to see it.
Yeah, usually if a runner isn't getting a lot of trades right off the bat, it's probably because it's the blaze rates are just a little bit backloaded. So as we saw, he was confused for a second, but then after a few more blaze kills, it was like about 50-50 at the end, which is what most data packs try to go for. And we're gonna see, looks like just a normal educated lead, or no, wow, just one pearl, not even calculated. Wow, okay. That's interesting, especially so late into the tournament. I feel like most runners who have made it this far are probably going to be doing Axis or at least calculated, but you know, go off, I guess. He is in the lead, so
Yeah, I mean,
it's working for him.
there's always the question of, is this a, you know, a calculated thing from the beginning? Is this something Dylqn's planning on doing in the finals here? Or is it just because Dylqn is kind of low on blaze rods, didn't wait around for extra blaze rods, wasn't really happy with the rates? So, I mean, if you get too many eye breaks, it can be a pretty big detriment. So maybe wanting to save the eyes in that regard. But ending up in a
Although,
cave.
yeah, if you end up in a cave like this, thankfully it is exposed to the overworld or to the surface, but could have been in a bit more of a tricky situation if it was much deeper. Would have been a bit of a time loss, and without a good form of nether travel, you could end up wasting a bit too much time that could have been saved by just sort of going in the right direction. But that was a pretty good angle change, if I remember correctly. It looks like a basically 90-degree angle change. So hopefully he's not going to be running for too much longer.
Yeah, just has to keep it
Oh.
calm, cool, collected, play consistently from here on out, and should be fine. I mean, has a pretty massive lead over Curry here. Obviously, dying in the early game at any point is gonna be really detrimental. Some nice block placement here from Curry, making his way downtown. Going pretty fast, but we're
And
down here at bottom treasure again, and this is not good. No. Ugh.
no. Really quickly, Tayson asked, are the matches right now still best of three?
Yeah, matches are still best of 3 for the rest of the
Okay.
tournament.
Oh, okay, so it's gonna be best of three for the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting interesting stronghold. It's a little unlucky, but should be fine.
Yeah,
That'll
Dylan
work
having
out
some
all
fun with
right.
the 1.16 buckets. Very good stuff. Never know if there's
Yeah.
really anything in your bucket in this game.
Well, thankfully, didn't go directly down 4-4. I know some owners like to do that, but that would have been uh pretty dangerous if that was going to happen. And this is looking like an interesting bastion. Wow, interesting stronghold. Uh, a lot of just assorted dudes in the portal room. Okay, well that works. A 0 eye, so I guess it's pretty good that Dylan didn't go for the educated. Might have been one eye throw too many, but it's looking just about wrapped. One question is, does Dylan have enough beds? I don't know. I didn't see him craft any or get the extra wood for it.
That is a fantastic question. I have no idea what the explosive count is right now for Dylan, but seems pretty confident right now. Let's see. Looks like we haven't crafted him yet.
Okay, yeah, 6 beds is plenty. It doesn't look like he's gonna be able to make a bow. Oh wow, yeah, he can't make a bow at all. So he's just gonna have to high roll the one
Oof.
cycle.
Yeah, luckily for him, I mean, Curry's having a bit of a struggle time on the right side there, but
Yeah, Couriway
yeah,
is definitely in a little bit of pain right now.
yeah, I mean, in any other situation, it'd be a little bit of a scuff situation. I mean, we saw Illumina in some of the earlier matches sit for like minutes waiting for a perch. But
Yeah.
here it doesn't really matter. I mean, he's got 6 beds. Even in a worst case scenario, has to go for like 2 perches or something really scuffed. I mean, you're still going to be totally fine.
Me? Oh, wait, can he? He hasn't set up.
Oh, man.
Ooh. Dang. That's pretty unfortunate. Had an insanely early perch, but didn't set up at all. And had the dragon spit chilling where you would normally sit, so that's it's a little unfortunate.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
the worst deal,
he
though.
didn't
I mean,
set up.
I'm sure Dylan's sweating, but doesn't really
I
need
mean,
to
yeah,
be.
he's got time. He doesn't even need a one cycle, really. He could just sort of tower up, take out all the towers.
But I mean, if you're in Dylan's head right now, I'm sure it's like oh my god, I just lost because I don't have sticks and I'm flubbing this fight. But
yeah, well, the most unfortunate thing is, he went up and made 6 beds instead of saving one of those beds for a few extra wood for a bow.
ah, true,
So
yeah.
obviously it wouldn't have mattered in this specific instance if he had just set up. But if the dragon wasn't so nice on perching, that would have been pretty nice. Could break his bed by driving it to get sticks for a bow. It's so true. So true. Just break the bed. It'll decompose. I see
Oh
Couriway
my
doing
gosh.
some block clutches. Said, no thank you, T-Wags. I do not want to do lower treasure anymore.
Curry just showing off for the fans, the blocks. I mean, we had some flubs earlier. We got to make up the. Oh my gosh. Okay, Piglin assault, but.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard spot to check for a chest though. So it's overall is pretty safe play, and it looks like he's gonna have the same setup that Dylan had, but going to be a bit luckier on the goal. But it doesn't matter because we're seeing a one cycle right now from Dylan, and he actually is going to need.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Pause.
that's not enough.
No, there's no way, right?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, one hit away. That
Uh,
dragon was perched for a while. Oh man, that was his chance to finish it up.
okay.
Wow. I mean, he has one more. He has a respawn anchor. If the no, the
There's no
dragon would have
way.
to perch like right now, or else it's regen too much. And
Is Curry in the
yeah,
lead?
uh, I mean, Dylan needs to start taking out towers right
Oh my
now.
gosh, Curry's gonna die. Please don't
Couriway
die.
has.
No, dude. What
Oh
is
my
happening?
gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
This is an
oh my
interesting first
god.
match. Definitely did not think that this first match was going to go quite like this, but here we are.
Yeah. I had said earlier that Dylan could always just fight the dragon just like as a normal casual let's play, but that might just be what he's gonna do. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
he's gonna reset.
All right, so it's 16 minutes in, and we got both players going to be spawning into the village here. Um,
Yeah.
that is definitely an interesting progression here for the first match of the semifinals today.
So both runners have just started. We're gonna see both runners Couriway with a bit of a lead right now. Although to be fair, he is 6 minutes in. So but you know it's fine. It could be worse. You know they are just gonna go ahead and deal with this village. These are insanely good runners. They never throw. They never do anything that would ruin a run, and they're going to be running this seed like a breeze today. Not going to have any issues at all.
I mean, it's a
It's going
solid
to be
seed. Yeah, I mean,
nice and easy.
we
It's a
got
good
the
seed.
blacksmith, we got the iron, we got a lava pool available. This is pretty sick. I mean, I think I fashed it even. This is amazing. I mean, Couriway,
Yeah, I
just
mean,
like
you know, and nothing happened. You know, they didn't do anything wrong. You know, it took a little bit of a death in the bastion, but no, they're only like 7 and 30 seconds in. Ignore that timer at the bottom. That's obviously not true right
yeah, I
now.
don't know what the like production team is doing right now. We got Dylan at 49 seconds. We got Couriway at 7:14. I mean, I think we need a sync up here. It seems like we're a little bit desynced.
Yeah,
This timer just has nothing to do
7 minutes.
with it. I mean, maybe we can cover for the production team. Just talk about the matchup a little bit. I mean, Couriway versus Dylan. I mean, these players both pretty close. I
Wow.
mean, the
Yeah.
PBs.
Consistent runners.
Yeah,
You know, Couriway doing a little 1,000 runs in a row sort of thing. So obviously has been building up a lot of consistency over the past you know, few weeks. So you know, would never lose these. And then Dylan is, you know, also a very consistent runner. So
yeah. All
yeah,
memes
yeah,
aside, for the gamers in the chat, this is a 1v1 sort of RTA race. So whoever finishes first wins. It doesn't matter who gets the faster time on the seed, depending on when they reset the seed or whatnot. They have one shot at it. If they die and irreversibly mess up, they can reset, but the timer does not reset. So both players are technically at 19 minutes and 30 seconds right now, regardless of what their timers are saying. And obviously, Couriway with a pretty fat lead here, entering the fortress, looking for some blaze rods, but getting chased by an army of withers here.
oh my god, yeah. At this point, oh my god, that's really dank. Couriway just abusing the pathing mechanics of wither skeletons and using 5 render distance. This
Oh
is
my gosh,
a
Curry.
pretty dank way to go about this.
I mean, in Curry's head right now, you gotta imagine he's probably thinking like, I am way far behind. Like Dylan is going to beat the Ender Dragon at any moment. So I mean, the 5 render distance is definitely the play, but we're
Yeah,
getting low on HP here.
yeah. Someone already trashing on me for calling 5 render distance dank. But listen, Normally, you're not gonna have to deal with this many, wither skeletons
Oh
lining
no!
up for you.
Okay, we're
Nah,
fine.
he's all good. Curryway doesn't die to that.
I'm so
Um,
scared right now.
it was
Kuriwa is literally
calculated.
like dodging like Neo in the Matrix right now. There's blazes shooting everywhere. There's skeleton armies, wither skeletons just piling
Yeah.
on top of them. Like this is
Oh my God.
terrifying to me.
The skeletons might be the worst bit right now. Everything else is easy to manage, but if you just have random arrows flying at you, that's where it starts to get a bit annoying. But oh my goodness. Okay, well, as of right now, since this is RTA, I was just obviously memeing a little bit on the runners just starting. Couriway does have a bit of an advantage right now. Although Dylan might be able to catch up just because I feel like Dylan's been on a better pace. Obviously, only 4 minutes into his run, Couriway 10 minutes into his. Um, but yeah, we'll have to see how both of these runners are planning on playing out this, I guess, fresh reset. Just because obviously Couriway's been doing, more risky plays, I guess you could say, especially with the or with the 500 distance, having to deal with all the wither skeletons and just normal skeletons that sort of are just a part of using 500 distance. And we're gonna see Dylan now back in the fortress as well. I wonder if he's gonna go for the 500 distance as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think so. I mean, Dylan knows where that spawner's at, and
That's
seem
true.
seem pretty confident with the blaze bread, with the fishing rod if needed. I don't think we'll see that. I think it's definitely a fair call not to. I mean, when you do that 5 red resistance, it's scary. You got lots of enemies. I mean, we see players in the Nether on these fortress runs in this tournament just kind of going crazy on one heart, on half a heart, just dodging blazes and withers. But at the end of the day, I don't want to see any more deaths. So I'm really glad that we have a normal-ish fortress coming out for Dylan right now.
Uh, is in a bit of danger right now. Oh my God. Okay, so looks like Dylan's gonna be using the pathing mechanics to his advantage right now. Basically, most mobs sort of want to like get as close as to you as possible, and also do this weird strafing thing around you if they can't hit you, and that's exactly what those skeletons did. And Dylan was just sort of able to, give him a little push. So Curryway is at 7 rods. We'll see what kind of travel he goes for. I'm hoping it's a bit better travel, and also that he doesn't that he sets up the end fight, or else we'll be in a bit of a situation. So we are going to see some axes right away. That's really nice to see. Um, I don't think either runner is was expecting to go on for this long, and
Oh my
obviously at this
gosh.
point, I think both of them need to know that something's going on. And he's actually not doing axis; he's just doing a regular educated throw again.
Yeah, that
That's
that eye that eye of Ender was suspiciously close to that lava pool when it fell down. I was a little bit scared, but thankfully not falling straight into the lava there.
yeah. Dylan again using a fishing line instead of just like front bedding or something like that. Even the last time he ended up needing all of his beds and didn't quite have enough tools or stuff to make a bow, so it's interesting. Perfect. Uh, I don't know. I mean, like, I think anything that a runner could do on their own would be a legal strat.
Yeah,
Obviously, glitchless.
I've never heard of have tournaments banned perfect travel before? Is that a thing?
Uh, I am not sure.
I can't imagine it, but yeah, definitely not banned. We saw Molly G going for it earlier in the tournament. I know we saw one other runner. I don't know specifically who
Looks
was
like
going for it,
yeah.
but
So it looks like a couple others have been perfect travel. So yeah. I mean, that's just
Molly, I'm
Oh
your
well.
biggest fan. Expect me to talk about you every Minecraft commentary I'm on. I'm just gonna bring you up no
Oh
matter what.
jeez.
Peepo shy.
Well, biased organizers.
Yeah, just wait till I write Molly G into the finals. Just you wait.
No. Okay, so Dylan was able to go ahead and just do a regular blind uh with the foresight of his first attempt. And of course, we're gonna get the same lava starter staircase that we saw already. Couriway going right down the middle, which again is always just the wrong play. Anyone who's heard me commentate before will know that it's just never the right way to go. And I'll always say that as long as it's true. Now, of course, if a seed happens to have like a stronghold down the middle, then maybe I just won't talk about that strat for that one. But this one, no stronghold in the middle. So yeah, never go down the middle. It's a huge tip. Yeah,
Yeah,
don't go.
I
Don't
think
go down the middle.
I
It's
think the
never
very
worth.
first commentary I heard you commentating on, you were saying how nobody should get down the middle, and it's a very bad play. And then the runner went down the middle, and then the portal room was right there.
Yeah, we
So
don't talk about that one.
I'm not sure how much weight that holds in reality, but it looks like we have a really close race here. Suddenly, we got both players navigating the stronghold, but of course, Dylan
Yeah.
knowing exactly where that portal room is, and we'll be
Yeah,
entering the end here.
knowing where the portal room is already is going to be a huge advantage. Just a little bit of a stronghold inside the or a spawner a dungeon inside the stronghold. And yeah, I mean, hey, to be fair, it is 27-26 right now, so this still could be sub 30. With how fast the dragon perches, it could still be better than my PB. So, obviously showing just how good these runners are. And there we go. We're going to see the half bow this time. Even though it was a pretty fast perch, and I do believe perches would be somewhat consistent on the sea. But obviously playing it much safer this time around after the way that the last go around turned out.
Oh yeah, definitely like to see this. I mean, having the bow, getting the obsidian set up ahead of time, definitely a useful
Oh, he doesn't
strategy.
have beds. He's gonna miss the first perch.
No,
Oh no, not again.
I mean it's okay.
Oh my
Curry's
gosh.
still trying to navigate the stronghold, but has found the portal room here.
There we go. And this is all definitely because Couriway started with the middle hallway, obviously.
It's
But he's in now.
gonna be interesting to
And
see what Curry goes for here. I mean, if Curry goes for a high roll with like just beds, could be a good situation. We'll have to see what the strat is.
yeah, Couriway is currently going for Dylan's femurs right now. And Dylan allowing it, missing a few perches right off the bat. But Couriway doesn't have anything crafted right now. Needs to start getting that done.
Yeah, we're just making explosives here, but it looks like another perch here from Dylan. Can he get it
Oh my
done?
god. Ooh. Okay, yeah, that's enough. That's plenty.
Yeah, that's definitely
Just
going to be a kill.
a nice little reverse 4+1. We'll take those.
Sub 30 from Dylan. Start things off here.
Sub 30. Chad, can you believe this? A runner has finally gotten a sub 30. I cannot.
In a
That's
tournament, no
insane.
less. That's crazy. What a remarkable
Yeah,
start to the
and we're
tournament.
gonna see a perch on Curryway's end. It was honestly so close at the end. That's unfortunate. But hey, the person who got into the end first does take the win. I
Yeah.
believe. I hope the end times aren't too close. Uh,
No, there
I
wasn't
don't
any
know.
like frame drops or anything, so there's no way that
Okay.
this was close enough.
All right.
If
Cool.
anybody is concerned, we could go back and retime it, but I really don't think there's any possible way that could have
Yeah.
happened.
I think. I mean, yeah. I guess both runner could submit this for SSG if they wanted to. I don't know if either of them has submitted on SSG for 116. Oh, I mean, like the data pack might be a bit of an issue, I guess,
Yeah,
but
that's not the boosted data pack. Probably not going to be accepted. I mean, I'm not sure on the SSG rule set, but yeah, probably not. Either way, gonna get them set up for match number 2 here.
yeah, go for that. And while Saren's setting up, I can go ahead and talk a little bit about the little goal thing you see on the bottom left. Tornage donating $20 as well as an anonymous donator. Just a quick thing about this donation thing at the bottom. Uh, some of you might have heard me talk about donation bars before, but this one is very important because it's only happening today. I believe what I heard is that the Mario speedrunning community has raised a few $1,000s, well, like 3,000
Yeah, it was
something dollars.
$3,300. Pretty crazy.
It's too
Giving
much
back to the
money.
Urban Arts Partnership. I love it.
Yeah. Here's the thing though. Mario kind of sucks, and I kind of have a
Whoa.
feeling we could do a little bit better than
Whoa.
those pasta eating Mario nerds. We can do a little bit better than them. Minecraft is slightly better than Mario, I gotta say. I gotta say. So, maybe we can start donating, show that we are legitimately better than any Mario Maker or Mario 64 community. Listen,
I'm
I
shocked. I'm
gotta get
shocked right now. I honestly can't even speak.
gotta get controversial for the content.
I mean, I know
Listen,
I started the war on the side of Minecraft, but I mean, I'm gonna have to defend the Mario gamers right now. I mean, the Mario community here. Okay, look here. Mario community is very PogChamp. We don't know any
um,
fancy tags or anything like that, but we got our boomer emotes. We got PogChamp. We got.
yeah, well, you know what we have? We have a $5 donation from Lucy, as well as the ones before. So yeah, let's maybe we can maybe if we could do better than the maybe we could do better than the Mario speedrunning community. That'd be pretty dank. Pretty cool. All I know is we are always making new routes and whatnot, so that just makes us the better speedrunner.
Yeah, that's definitely one cool thing about Minecraft is there's so many variables, so much going on. There's always things that are changing, even with I don't want to say stagnant, but like older versions, like versions that obviously aren't going to change anymore. Like 1.16.1 is not going to get an update. Like that's it. That's 1.16.1. But still, people make up new strategies, find new routes. Obviously, people just within the last year or two or whatever doing Bastion routing, which insanely sped up a lot of the gameplay. Very cool stuff. Still a lot more to come. I saw in a couple of chats the Minecraft community like being like, oh hey, is there never going to be another strat found in Minecraft? And like there's going to be strats found in Minecraft for years, like in all versions.
Yeah. Yeah. Um and then we also had another $20 anonymous donation. I don't know who this anonymous is, but they're being very generous today. So that's pretty nice. Um and yeah, so for anyone who's coming in now, Dylan did take the first round. Uh just under 30 minutes. So, overall not too bad. And yeah, I do think we need to update the scoreboard real quick for Dylan, put some respect on his name. And obviously chat's memeing, but they don't have different seeds. Dylan is just looking out into the ocean, and Couriway is looking into the uh,
Island,
island.
I think. Yeah.
Whenever you drop in a seed like this, you're gonna be spawned in slightly different areas.
Yeah, I honestly the trolls in the Minecraft community they get me. I literally am like if I'm in the commentary booth, if I'm in the chat, I'm always like explaining things to the trolls in the chat. Like I remember like the first couple races, people were just like, "When's Couriway playing?" And I'd be like, "His match is
Yeah.
on Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern."
Yeah, the wins Couriway playing involves an amount of lore that amount of tournament lore that is a little bit dank.
Yeah,
But
I thought there was just a lot of Couriway fanboys. I was like, dang, they really want to see Couriway play. But
yeah, we're gonna see treeless start right off the bat for Dylqn, which is pretty nice. Personally, I'm a fan of ocean strats, especially if it involves not breaking any trees. So, going ship first is pretty dank. Obviously, you gave them plenty of iron, or I guess the seed finders found a seed that had plenty of iron, but even giving them shorting them out on iron, force them to do the bucket list entry. That's what I love to see. But I don't know if either runner actually knows how to do that, so I guess we'll just have to stick with this.
yeah, that's one thing about like the seed finding, which I gotta shout out the seed finding team. Obviously, I did not find these seeds. I'm not galaxy brain enough to do that, but we had a lot of
You didn't
gamers.
find these seeds?
Yeah, a lot of gamers
Oh
working on
my
that. At
gosh.
K4 leading the charge. You had Rila and BJR, a lot of individuals on the team. I literally cannot even name all of them. There's so many, but doing a really great job. But I gotta agree with you. I mean, the thing about these tournaments is that things are they're not necessarily samey, but like runners know what to expect, And in Minecraft, there's a lot of RNG variables and a lot of strats like that, like bucket lists that you can learn that can give you an advantage on certain seeds, which you don't kind of get in this situation where we have, certain things we're looking for, lots of iron, trying to find a ravine or a lava pool early. Um, so definitely something to look out for in future tournament formats. Obviously, you get that with like the break the record style stuff, the live time attack formats where you have, as many resets as possible, but you don't really have that even playing field where everybody's playing on the same seeds. So it's always interesting to see what the community is able to come up with, what different formats are coming up here as we see Dylqn rolling into the fortress here. Is there a bastion as well? Okay, it is another bastion. These seeds are
Bastion is hiding.
pretty nice.
Yeah, the that last seed had a fortress that ran through the normal pathing of the bastion. It wasn't really that big of a deal because it was still sort of easy to navigate, but just a little bit of an inconvenience. And we're actually going to see Couriway going into a different spot, giving him immediate access to this bastion. So that's pretty cool. Um, might be able to catch up just a little bit here because of it. Neither of them have gold armor or anything like that, so they're both going to be doing an armorless routing, which is what they were doing last time. It's pretty standard, I think. It's sort of one of the routes you just sort of have to know. Uh, just getting the 2 gold blocks in the bridge, forcing all these piglins to follow you, and then as you go up, break this block for pathing. And ooh, that's unfortunate that front side of the rampart is completely blocked off. That's not ideal if you're going for the fast routing on a treasure bastion, but it's all good. Still got a lot of dudes up here, so it certainly could be worse. He's gonna try and get a few more dudes to come over. And it looks like it's gonna work out, so that's nice.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on the equips here from Couriway? I heard Couriway has armor, is that true? Okay, we picked up some armor, but we got the shield. I gotta say, personally, I respect the shield. Okay, we're fine.
Just a little bit of damage. Not even worried about it.
So close to the edge, though. There's lava down there. I don't want to see more early deaths.
Yeah, I know that some people aren't a fan of shields. But personally, I think shields are great, especially if you're gonna have an ocean start like this. You're not really going to be guaranteed a lot of materials and supplies and whatnot. I feel like a lot of ocean starts are gonna be really minimalist anyways. He is gonna drop. Oh
What?
god.
What?
Oh, a skeleton. Skeleton just sneaking on in. Thankfully, not doing that as he opens up the hole right there. That would have been a lot of needless damage.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah. And chat's saying there's a lot less shield haters. I think that's That's one way to put it. There are less shield haters. Yep. Uh,
Yeah, I'm kind of
for
confused
sure.
because I was gonna say like I really like the shields from Couriway, especially in this specific scenario, just because the last match I think Curry died what twice or three times. So you know having that extra protection like in the fortress specifically is really nice, but throwing it away before even leaving the bastion, I like what was the shield for?
Um, I think most people usually end up using it just in case there's no fire res potions and stuff like that. Because obviously having to deal with shields, you are taking that extra time to bait out an extra swing or two. So you know it's not ideal to use a shield. If you don't have to use it, then that's probably your best bet. Um, I think it was just one of those things where Couriway has a good bit of iron already, so there's really no point in not making the shield.
Yeah, chat going Galaxy Brain informing that it was indeed in case a fortress first was required, but not required, so makes sense. Appreciate it. Showing off my only... I actually got a sub 40. I'm going to do a little bit of a brag here. I got a sub 40 in this category. Got completely handheld by a seed that was
You know,
ocean exposed. My baby Minecraft brain managed to complete a seed.
nice. Um, yeah, I mean, hey, we love the PBs. Obviously, we love new people starting to speed run. Listen, chatters, anyone looking to play something that isn't or something that's it's a little blockier than what they're used to. If you haven't speedrun Minecraft yet, now's your time. It's
Definitely.
I mean there's so many new strats, but honestly, it's a lot of intuitive things for the most part. Just sort of do all the stuff that you would do normally in a speedrun. I guess just learn some strats. Maybe do a little bit of speed. And it looks like Chet saying poison, assuming that means there was a suspicious stew with some poison in it. Did Couriway set spawn? Yes, okay, Couriway did set spawn. That's good. Yeah, and apparently the blaze rates today have not been ideal initially. But again, did average out to 50%, so around probably a little bit better. So, yeah. And we're gonna see some head hitting from Couriway. I'm going to see Dylqn go ahead and get back into the overworld. And this should ideally be a much more competitive match right here. Now, it looks like Couriway only has 13 obsidian. The obsidian, again, I feel like obsidian is always going to be, uh, not very plentiful in a tournament just because when a data pack has to be made and whatnot, you kind of have to focus more on pearl rates and stuff like that. So there's not as high of a chance of runners getting 20 obsidian on a tournament seed, which means there's not going to be as many opportunities for any sort of dank over or nether travel. But still, we're going to see Couriway skedaddle right now. And Dylan's about to exit an educated portal. What am I calling dank? Am I not allowed to call stuff dank? Oh my goodness, chat.
Well, you definitely can do that. You might confuse some boomers. They might think you're like saying negative things, but
Oh, I see. I see what chat's freaking out about right now. I did not realize that Dylan is currently at half a heart. But it's fine. We've seen this before. Uh, just don't die.
yeah, I mean these are seasoned runners. We definitely don't expect to see these runners dying in races. I mean,
Yeah, right.
very unlikely.
Speedrunner. Neither of these runners have ever thrown a seed in a tournament once. Not even once.
Yeah, we see Curry going back to that OG portal there to do some calculations, try to figure out where the optimal place to build in the Nether is going to be, what direction at the very least, and heading over to
Yeah.
build another portal here.
Yeah. Both runners opted for just a normal educated throw. which is a bit of an older method for blind travel, or for it's the first method of travel for educated, hence the name educated travel. Um, but yeah, so they're only throwing one eye, basically just trying to get around where the stronghold might be with an educated throw. It's not as ideal, but it does work out as long as you just sort of go in the right direction, and usually you'll get a pretty close blind. So we're gonna see Couriway get killed by a skeleton. Oh no, he's gonna save it. All right, that's
Yo.
good.
Yeah, get some battle scars there, like 3
Yeah,
or 4 arrows.
both runners are getting really close to death right now. Both of them leaving the Nether with half a heart. It's not ideal, but it's what they want, so fair enough. We're gonna see a dig down from Dylqn. I would assume both of them are gonna go towards the same stronghold, which means that Couriway's got to be just a bit behind. You see a bit of an omelet, more than a bit of an omelet, right off the bat. So let's see. Yeah.
Oh my
Dylqn's gonna
good.
be looking around. Doesn't trust anything in this stronghold.
I
Doesn't go down the middle again, which is again always the right play, unless it's not.
I don't blame him. I mean, we
And
got what a ravine and a what's it called, a mine shaft going through this. This is a bit
yeah,
of a
running
situation here.
around like this. I don't know if I like Couriway running around like this. This is could have at least like slept or set spawn and died or something like that, but no. Doesn't want to waste any time, just wants to make the beds and
Okay,
whatnot. Although he
there we
doesn't
go.
have a bed, I see. So he's gonna set spawn, hunger reset, and then just get back to it. Try and find the stronghold.
Yeah, and this could be a long time we're going to be in the stronghold here. This is not going to be, a run straight to the poor
No,
room situation.
this is a great stronghold. I see nothing wrong with this stronghold. This seems like a pretty average stronghold that you would get in on a PV pace
Oh
run,
my god.
stuff like that. This is what you want to see, honestly.
I
This is
was
how you know that you're too good. The game is telling you you're too good.
Yeah, it's got to slow you down. I always love to see those
Yeah.
skeleton battles when one skeleton shoots another skeleton and they engage in combat.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Um oh wait, did Dylqn go down the middle? I guess there really is no correct direction for this, since it's all just sort of in the same direction. Couriway gonna hunger reset yet again. And I mean, this could be one of those instances where, so one runner is going through a scuff stronghold for hours, and the other runner just walks straight to the portal room. We've seen it before, plenty of times. We'll see what happens here, I guess. It's just gonna be a lot
Oh
of
my
walking,
gosh,
a lot
no
of
way.
camping. Oh,
Oh my gosh. That is that's like commentator's blessing right there. I think the first time
blessed.
I've ever seen a commentator's
Couriway,
bless.
your entire career is thanks to me now. You're welcome. Um,
That was remarkable.
oh my god. I mean, I called it. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna happen. That's just how it goes, you know. Dylqn does have a lot of beds. Couriway not so. Dylqn obviously has a bit of an advantage, especially going for not going for half post strat. Never mind. Um,
Oh, so they're both
yeah,
not. Huh.
yeah, they're both just gonna wait it out. I guess neither of them to get.
Oh no. Dylan doesn't have materials?
It's always
Oh
something.
dear.
I'm not sure. Oh yeah, they both forgot arrows. Yeah,
Oh
I
no.
figured that's usually the. Oh no, Couriway has arrows. He just doesn't have enough string for a bow. That's so unfortunate. This might be a little close.
Yeah, 4
Just a,
bed is very close. I mean, you're not making many mistakes there, or else you are not finishing the game. And Dylan's sitting on 5 beds. I'm not sure if we have any more explosive materials, but didn't make quite a few respawn anchors on both sides, so I don't think that there's anything else available to either player.
Yeah. I mean, both dragons should be perching at around the same time. I do believe Couriway got in first, so uh, I feel like Couriway is probably gonna get the perch first. So as long as he can pull off a 4-bed, maybe a 4-bed and an axe, although that would be pretty close. Hopefully it works out.
Yeah, we'll have to
Also, yeah,
see.
I think Curry was outside of the pillars for a little bit longer. Just because Dylan was setting up for half bow initially, it seemed like.
No,
Uh,
Enderman. Okay, we're good. Oh!
and no, we're gonna see a perch from Dylan first. Wow, okay. Hopefully he's able to pull off the one cycle today or now. And yeah, looks like he is going to pull off the one cycle, which means Dylan is going to win 2-0. This second match happening much faster. And yeah, so in about 16 or 16:39, that's gonna be it. So Dylan is going to be Couriway, and Couriway's dragon perching just after. Does Couriway hit the perch or the 4-bed?
Looks good.
Oh my god. And Couriway hits the 4-bed. Oh, that's such a crushing defeat.
Yeah,
Getting the
unfortunate.
4-bed, immediate stronghold navigation. Unfortunately, Dylan does it just a little bit faster. Oh, well, that's how it's gonna go.
Yeah,
It be like that.
Curry popping in
So
the
yeah,
chat with the GGs. Now go win. A very, positive message for Dylan here. We'll see if we can get them in for some post-game chatter to wrap things up before we move on to the next one.
sure. Yeah, Couriway in the chat saying, now go win, to Dylan. So, real quick, while you're asking that, what is the next match?
Next match is going to be Feinberg, in fact, versus Crooks. So it will be a hot
Ah,
matchup. I mean, there's no slouches in the semifinals. I mean, we expected it. There's a lot of hot
yeah,
names in the
no.
tournament.
Feinberg, kind of goaded at. Oh, they're here.
Hello.
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 Hi.
GG's to both of you. That first seed, wow, sub 30, so good.
I know.
Um, it just truly amazing.
Yep.
So I mean, it was surprising the ocean strat or the ocean seed happened to be a lot nicer than the first seed. Obviously, there had to have been a point where both of you were like, okay, the other person had to have messed up at some point, so it would have been hard to tell how close it was. Couriway going for some pretty, 500 distance, dealing with her skeletons. Both of you handling the reset pretty well. It kind of got a bit close at the end, but Dylan did obviously take the win on that one. Did get the half bow the second time around in the end. And then I think the slightly more interesting match, the second round, definitely a much better showing of both of y'all's skill. Um, went fast. Dylan just happened to be a tiny bit faster. But yeah, I saw. I know T-Wags is gonna be uh pretty happy with Couriway going for bottom treasure for a little bit. But hey, how did y'all feel about both of these seeds? How'd you feel about your runs? I know the first run was rough, but
Yeah. Let's just not talk about them.
yeah. I'm
Dude,
down with that.
I'll talk about my first one because, like, I don't know what my brain was doing. Like, I obviously, like, bottom treasure was just stupid. My brain was, like, half tournament mode and, like, half 1,000 seeds mode. So I was like, oh, I'm at bottom treasure. I should just grab all the gold at the bottom, forgetting, like, there's a data pack that's going to give me, like, god trades. So that was just stupid. And then, like, I tried to play it too fast and then died doing it. So that was just, like, really dumb gameplay. But then I felt like I played like the second half of the seed well. I also couldn't find lava pool on the surface, so I got rolled on that in the beginning. But
Yeah, you were
then
both
like
looking
second
for
time I
it,
found
but
it.
yeah, you're both looking for it, but ended up going in different directions, and Dylan was finding it a bit faster. Honestly, Dylan ending up losing at the end kind of helped out, assuming that you both threw or not threw. Sorry. Sorry. I don't want to be a
Wow.
toxic chatter.
Whoa.
You,
No,
you can't
I'm
you
sorry,
can't
I
you can't
didn't-
trash talking to their face. They're here now. I
didn't
know we were
mean-
doing that in the
oh my
commentary booth, but
God.
like, jeez.
Oh, I'm never gonna run a tournament again. I'm just kicked out. No, but obviously the stronghold navigation, knowing where the stronghold was in the first part, um, helping out quite a bit. How about that second seed though? I mean, obviously, I felt like that showed off both of your skills a lot better. I know Dylan going for a sort of, I guess, like a treasure version of Manhunt with the breaking out that side, but ended up getting a bit trolled by the seed, just completely blocking off your pathway to get even more dudes.
Yeah, it was pretty messy. There was like, I don't even know. I'm not sure why it was so messy, but it just took forever to wrangle the piglins in the pits. I definitely lost at least like a minute there.
Wait, what route did
Yeah.
you do?
I just did like the old route, the one that just recently, like the one where you go in the right
The
rampart.
T-Wag one?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yo,
Yeah.
name dropping T-Wags, let's go.
Nice.
Both of you actually did leave the Nether at like half a heart. So a little worrying on both ends. And going into the end, Dylan was having a bit of struggle navigating it. And like as I was talking about how like there's always a situation where and especially in like a scuff stronghold, one runner will spend like 5 minutes in it and the other runner will just get straight to the portal room. Literally as I say it, Couriway ended up getting to the portal room.
Yeah. I was really shocked at that. I mean, I don't think Curry you saw that at all, but Dylan was fighting like the most ridiculous stronghold at the end there. There's like a what's it called, a mine shaft and a like chasm, like cutting it in half and like sideways. It was horrible.
Yeah,
we have
how
the
did
same
you?
stronghold?
No, I think we had different ones because
Okay.
mine was like just super easy nav. Did
you would know.
Did you,
You would
yeah.
know.
Did you do? Because I just went back to original portal and like did educated.
Same. That's weird.
That's so
Yeah,
weird.
we'll have to check. Yeah, I'm sure someone can check back, but I'm not sure. I didn't get a good look at Curryway's screen because before I could look, you were already in the end. So
Yeah.
Did you go to the
Um,
lava pool or not the lava pool? Did you go to the ravine near the monument, Dylan?
Oh, you know what? That might have been what it is. Both of you, I think, went to
Um,
slightly different ravines.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you had a
that's-
different ravine.
Yeah, it was almost really bad for me. There was a trident guy in my ravine just throwing spears at me, and I somehow didn't get hit, but that would have been awful. That was so bad.
Yeah,
I was
you went
thinking
to a
about it
different
as I was going
stronghold.
to it. Okay.
Wait, this
Yeah,
nav
my
is
stronghold-
stupid.
Okay,
awful.
that makes a lot more sense.
Your portal is higher than your starter staircase. That is so weird.
Yeah, ridiculous
that.
runs though. Really enjoyed that first seed. I know it's probably painful on your ends, but definitely entertaining to watch. Do want to give another shout out to the Urban Arts Partnership that is sponsoring this whole event, throwing up the $2,000 prize pool, doing a lot of good stuff for the community. Really great cause, sending a bunch of kids to school who otherwise would not be able to do so, prepping them for degrees in game design and also, you know, all sorts of STEM fields. So do check them out. You can type !UAP in the chat in order to learn more about them. You can also type !donate if you want to contribute to the campaign. I know that Spice was throwing out some trash earlier on the Mario community, but I mean the Mario community kind of showing.
I'll say it again. The Mario Maker community might have donated like $3,000 during their event, but I mean we still got plenty of matches today. Well, there's probably a good chance we can beat that. I mean, it can't be that hard. Just need like Mr. Beast to drop in or something. But
Yeah, at Mr. Beast on Twitter, let him know we're streaming. Definitely.
yeah.
I'll
Listen,
DM
all
him for
the
you guys.
Oh, sweet.
yeah, thanks, appreciate it. Yeah, Dylan, well-known Mr. Beast partner actually.
Mhm. Yep. Me and
Yeah.
Jimmy go way back, so you guys will be covered. Don't worry about that.
Good stuff. All right, well, we will get wrapped up here. Get ready for the next one. It's going to be Crooks versus Method Feinberg. Don't go anywhere, though. We got plenty of Minecraft action coming up after that. We got the bronze match, which will have Couriway in it. We got the finals, which have Dylqn in it. So regardless of who you're a fan of, going to be a great day. And yeah, thanks everybody for the races and the comps. Appreciate it.